Welcome Patty Anthony to Parties Extra. I'm Helen Ford Wallace, and we're at the Oklahoman's video studio to talk about Patty's years with the Redbud Classic Race at Nichols Hills. Welcome and happy retirement, Patty.
Oh, thank you so much, Helen. Thanks for having me.
Well, you spent 14 years in that. Is that right?
I did.
Redbud Classic, Nichols Hills. Retired in June. Tell us how you got into this special race and what's going on now.
Well, a long time ago, I actually was on the Redbud board. I served as a director on the Redbud board of directors and for a couple terms, and I really enjoyed the Redbud. I mean, I was new to Oklahoma City 40 years ago, and I remember going to my first Redbud with my babies in the wheelchair. in the strollers, doing the stroller event, and how much I enjoyed it. And so I served on the board for a while, and then I continued volunteer work in the junior league, and that's what led me into applying for the Redbud Race Director job, and doing this for the past 14 years. The junior league pretty much prepared me in every facet to take on this responsibility.
And to work with nonprofits too.
To work with nonprofits, to manage volunteers, to learn how to manage a budget, just basic nonprofit 101. The junior league kind of taught me. And
but they didn't prepare you for how many volunteers you.
I know.
That's a lot. How many volunteers do
we
you
have
all
about
have?
1,500.
That's
for
a
each
lot
race.
of volunteers.
Yes, it is a lot. But you know, we have a big board of directors that really helps manage all those bodies. But it kind of led me into it. I was in the league for 17, 18 years as an active. I went sustaining. My youngest was a sophomore in high school. My other two were in college. And I heard about this opening, and I thought, maybe I'll apply and see if I can do this. And lo and behold, I was offered the position, and I thought I'd do it for maybe 5 years. And 5 years became 6, and 6 became 7. It's just such a joyous, gratifying event. It just speaks volumes for the Oklahoma City community and how people are invested in supporting the community and will come out and run and walk, and it's just a happy event.
Well,
so
you're pretty joyous.
I don't know.
You added that joy to it.
It was hard to, each year I was exhausted at the end of the event and thought, I can't do another. But then you're like, that was fun. And look, how much money we raised and how we were able to help another nonprofit. And I don't know if the viewers
and how much
are familiar.
Fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's fun because, it's a 3-day event really, beginning on Friday through Sunday of just seeing people to come out with their families to bike and run. And
well, you have a 5K and a 10K.
Yeah, on Sunday we have a 5 and 10K and a 2-mile walk. And then after that event on Sunday, we have something we just started about 5 years ago called the Redbud Bash, and it's kind of a standalone event. At the finish line, we have kind of a carnival festival atmosphere
with vendors,
food trucks. We have a big screen TV that's airing the Masters. We have a band.
So that's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's fun, and the community. You don't have to run in the event to attend. Anyone can come, participate, and enjoy being outside in the springtime weather. Hopefully it's nice and not raining.
How many runners do you have?
Well, usually each year we average about 4,000 runners.
That's a lot of runners.
Yeah, it's a fairly big event. We have a lot of competition now, lots of 5Ks running around town, so we really have to compete for our registrants, but we try to stick to the tradition of what has been Redbud. It's a family-friendly fitness event benefiting the community. Each year our proceeds go to a different nonprofit. That nonprofit's chosen the year in advance by the board of directors. Nonprofits apply, and that nonprofit helps us put on the event. They help us with volunteers, they stuff the runners' bags, and so at the end of the event, the proceeds, we give a gift to that nonprofit. So over the years, Redbud has probably, well now we've probably donated close to $750,000 to the community through various nonprofits.
That's awesome.
So it's nice that we're able to touch so many different facets of the community.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite part?
The favorite part of Redbud?
Uh-huh.
Well, I would say the favorite part has been working with the board of directors and getting to know so many of the young.
You probably get to know them very well.
Yes, a lot of the young community leaders, and they have great ideas. A lot of things I don't understand what they're talking about, like digital media and whatnot, but I'm learning, or I learned. And but it's nice to see the enthusiasm so many of these young people have for helping the community, that they want to volunteer their time, because time is the most valuable thing right now. You know, everything is very fast paced and they don't waste any time. And so it's always fulfilling to see so many people want to be on the board. And it's competitive. We have more people wanting to serve than we have spots.
Wow.
So, and I hope that a lot of times this is the first board that these young people serve on, and so we kind of are also teaching them how to be a good, responsible board of director
and
member.
That's good training. That's
yeah, it's
training.
really good training, and it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
You spend a weekend out, at a water stop or directing the runners on the course. Sometimes not very glamorous things like coordinating the shuttle buses. That's not so fun.
But do they run through Nichols Hills? Where do they run?
Yeah, they start at the Waterford Plaza on Sunday, and they run north on Pennsylvania through Nichols Hills, and then they end at Nichols Hills Plaza.
Mm-hmm. So it's a good run.
It's a 5 and 10K, go through the most beautiful streets
and beautiful redbuds.
And hopefully, yes, if nature's cooperating, the redbuds are in bloom. Mm-hmm. And I'd say 7 of the 14 years they have been in bloom, which makes it nice.
And I think you said that this is one of the oldest runs, or the oldest
It is.
run?
It's the oldest. It started as a 10K back in 1982, and this is our 37th year. It is the oldest 10K in the Southwest United States.
Wow.
Yeah, we have a long, long history. The 5K was added about 10 years, like in 1992 they added the 5K, then they added a 2-mile walk, and then in the 80s early 80s they added 90s they added the bike event. And
so you still have all those?
We still have the cycling event, yeah. And that's held on Saturday morning. And after the cyclists come back, they start at the Waterford, go out to Jones and Choctaw, and return to the Waterford. We have a pancake breakfast, and again, we have kind of a festival. We have a band and vendors, and so we do the same thing on Saturday for the cyclists as we do for the runners. And we have a really nice turnout. We have usually about 1,100 cyclists, and it's all secure. All 3 courses are secure all the way out and back. No other bike event does that. But we feel like the safety of the cyclists is important, so we do secure the roads all the way. And it's a tour. It's not a race. It's a tour. So the 10-mile, a lot of families are doing the 10-mile together. We also attract very serious cyclists to do the 50, who try to best their times. And so it's kind of nice that the Redbud offers something to everyone, runners and cyclists.
Where do these people come from?
All these cyclists? I don't know.
Cyclists or runners? Where are they from? Everywhere?
Yes, they're from Norman and Moore. We have a lot of cyclists actually come from Texas, because our event, is one of the few that is totally, the roads are secure. So, it's safer. We have people from Kansas. We've had people from Arkansas. 2 years ago, we had a family come from London, which was odd. I was like, all these, but they were here. They were traveling through the United States on a tour, and they just decided to stop here to do the event. So that was kind of a first.
That was kind of fun.
We felt very special. Yes.
And then you list all the winners, and do they get What do they get?
Oh, sure. For all the participants, they get fancy medals. We've upgraded our medals, and they're big and fancy now. And our T-shirts are premium T-shirts. We try to, really make it a quality event, something that for your $25, $30, you get a great value. You get a lot for your money, and you also get the satisfaction of knowing your money's going back into the community, and you're helping another nonprofit. Last year, we partnered with Teach for America, and the year before, we fostered with a lot of foster care nonprofits. Anna's House. We've done Boys and Girls Club. Across the gamut, we've really partnered with most every single nonprofit here in Oklahoma City.
Isn't that great?
over the years.
That is really great. Well, okay, so how did the Redbud get its name?
Well, at the inception, Co London started it.
Right.
She decided, she was in Boulder and ran in a 10K and said, why don't we do this in Nichols Hills? Got it passed, got it all done. And I think they named it because actually the Redbud is the Oklahoma State tree. And then also one of the sponsors, the Browns, the owner of Coca-Cola, that was her favorite tree.
Mrs. Brown.
Mrs. Brown. And so it kind of all worked out. It was very copacetic. And
have you planted trees along the route?
We have. For our 25th anniversary, which was the year I started in 2006, we donated 25 redbud trees to the Nichols Hills Park Association.
Oh my!
And
are they all alive?
They're all still there. There are along Grand. If you're going southwest or southeast on Grand, near Huntington, you'll see them on the right. There's a grove of redbuds, and there's a little plaque saying in honor of Redbud's 25th anniversary. So we're really proud to be able to do that. And they're beautiful. They're beautiful when they bloom.
They are. And it just appeals. The whole thing appeals to the whole family. And you said that sometimes you have a scavenger hunt. Is that?
Yeah, a couple years ago we were trying to do something a little different on the 2-mile walk, so we incorporated a scavenger hunt. So as they went along the way, they had stopping places, and they had to answer questions or find things. And anyway, we had a winner, so that was fun and a little different. So we try to kind of mix things up a little bit, but we like to stay true to our formula of a good quality 5K, 10K, a great 2-mile walk course, and really nice cycling tours.
And so many people know each other. I mean, along the way. I mean,
Oh, sure. We have. Actually, this year we've had people on the board who remember their mom and dad strolling them in the event. And I thought, whoa, that makes me feel old. But, or we're given a redbud sapling at the kids event. We have a kids event on Saturday, a 1-mile fun run through Nichols Hills after the bike event. And we always give the children redbud saplings. They're about that big. People go home and plant them, and lo and behold, people call or take pictures and say, look at my tree 15 years later. Oh. And it's a big redbud tree.
Oh.
So we like to kind of spread the beauty.
So what are you going to do in retirement?
Well, so far, my family's growing. I have 3 daughters, 2 are married, and I've had 4 grandchildren in 3 years.
Oh.
So that's what I've been doing. I'm helping my daughters with their children, and just trying to take it easy and enjoy life.
Well, you've just been only retired for what, a month?
A month.
And maybe not so, because everybody calls you probably with something.
And I am going to help Sarah.
Who is the new director?
The new director, her name is Sarah Sweet, and she worked with me all year. We kind of were co-directors together, and was trained for a whole year. She knows the event inside out now. And so she'll be taking over the reins, and she'll do a fabulous job.
She's a runner.
She's a runner. She's very involved in the community. She has a passion for running, and
she has that junior league training that you have.
She does have the junior league training. She is a former league president.
As you are.
Which really, as I said before, really was the groundwork for me doing this. I mean, I wouldn't have known what I was doing had I not had that volunteer training.
Well, any advice for Sarah?
Yeah, you know, I said, listen, everybody, be nice to volunteers. Be very nice to them. You know, just keep an open mind, and she's very organized. I don't have to tell her to be organized, but meet your deadlines and just have fun, which I did for 14 years. It was so much fun and gratifying, and it was hard to believe that it was actually a job because it felt like more of just a fun thing that I did.
So are you going to work on it at all?
Yeah, I'll help. Yeah, I promise, Sarah, I'm going to help volunteer. But it'd be nice just to sit there and hand out water, or not have to worry about every little single thing at the event, or all the boo-boos. No one ever sees the goofs behind the scenes. But believe you me, there's a million things that go wrong. That
doesn't look like it ever.
Well,
it is never. You're just carrying right on.
Well,
so, is there a website for Redbud or volunteer opportunities? Can our viewers go on?
Yes, you can go to www.redbud.org, and you can go down to there's a volunteer, want to volunteer, and click on that, and they'll direct you right to Sarah, and then she can place you at that point. So yeah, she's just getting going, planning the 2020 event, which I cannot believe that sounds like Space Odyssey 2020. But they'll be partnering with PAL, Police Athletic League, this year. We'll be helping.
When is it?
It is April 4th and 5th. And anyway, she has, and the board last year approved a new event that will be, the first year will be in 2020. It's going to be after the kids race on Saturday, and we're having a dog walk. And a lot of people are millennials especially, are very, very excited about the dog walk. And we're calling it the Wolf Walk, and it'll be a 1 mile walk along the 1 mile kids course through Nichols Hills on Saturday. And there'll be fun giveaways, and we'll have dog bandanas, and every dog gets a bib and a medal, and we'll have water stops along the way. And
do they have to register too?
Yes, they do. Yes, you register with your dog. So more details about that will be coming out. They're still kind of hammering out some of the details.
But that takes all day Saturday, and so you have all day Saturday and all day Sunday too.
Yeah, you have to stay. You have to be awake for about 73 hours, or on your feet. Anyway, but so that's. I mean, Sarah wanted me to mention that because I think that's going to attract a lot of people who don't run or don't cycle, but they love their dogs and they want to have something fun for their dogs to do.
Isn't that great? I mean, that just makes me laugh.
I know, it kind of makes me laugh too.
I mean, you've come a long way. 32 years, is that what it is?
Yeah, this will be our 38th Redbud into 2020. So we've been able to keep it going, which, you know, so many things come and go these days, and we're really proud that we've been able to keep the tradition alive and keep people interested in the event.
And keep the format to where they understand where they're going and what they're doing.
And you know, the fact that our start and finish are at 2 different locations is a little complicated, but so many people have done it for so many years. We have several runners who've run in every event.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you probably know them.
Yes.
Very well.
Yeah, and you're you know, and it's incredible. And they wouldn't miss it. You know, one guy, he tore something, like his knee or something, so he missed a year. But we still say, well, you've run in every event. And you know, people collect the shirts every year. We have a different design, T-shirt design, and that is unique to that year, and it's carried throughout the year through all of our promotions.
Do you pick them?
We do.
You yourself?
Well, we have an artist. We hire a graphic artist, and they present some designs to the board.
They're very good T-shirts.
They're really nice shirts.
Everyone wants those T-shirts.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can tell this story. I think it's kind of darling, actually, that at your retirement party they gave you a quilt made out of what?
Yeah, of the 14 race T-shirts that I was director of, and so. It was a total surprise. It was so touching. So somehow,
it touches me too.
Sarah, I said, well, how? First of all, did you locate them all? Because you know we have them, but we're not always sure where all these shirts are. And with the help of my assistant, Sherry Augustus, they got all the 14 shirts and had a quilt made. So it's lovely, and I use it for the grandbabies. That's where I put my little grandbabies.
Aww.
So it was so thoughtful of them.
Very, very thoughtful.
It was very touching, because every year I think, oh yeah, I remember what happened that year. The porta potties blew over this year. My husband had to go put up 21 porta potties, and just funny things. There's so many funny stories,
and you get to tell them all. Okay, well, anything else about the that Sarah wants us to know about the upcoming?
Be on the lookout. Online registration will be opening, I think, in October. So register early. You get a reduced early bird discount fee. You get $5 off your registration if you register early. And just be on the lookout for the new design. That will be in September. They will unveil the new t-shirt design, which is always kind of fun. Actually, the public votes on it. We have it on our website, and we have 2 designs, and then the public votes, and that's the one we end up using.
So they're all colors, aren't they?
Yeah.
What color?
Sure. Well, for the runners' shirts last year, they were blue, kind of a royal blue. And then the volunteer shirts are always a different color. They're lime hot green. And then we have race official shirts for the board members. But
they're always colorful.
They're really pretty. They're really bright, vibrant colors. Everyone wants a shirt. In fact, I have to bring you a shirt, but I'm not at the office every day now, so I thought, shoot, I forgot to bring Helen a shirt. But they're real soft this year, and next year they're real cozy.
Good job.
Yeah, we were so excited that this year we had a home run on the shirts, on the design and the quality.
Okay, well, anything else about the Redbud or about your retirement?
No, just call me if you need babysitting services. if I have an hour, then I'm not with somebody.
Well, thanks, Patty, for being such a wonderful director
all
these years. Everyone knows you, loves you, and it's always fun to see a familiar face at the finish line.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Good job. Thank you.
Appreciate it.